everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's vlog, I am going on my first long run since my ultramarathon 2 weeks ago. I will be running a 50-kilometer ultramarathon with Ultra X. It's really hard and you feel like you want to die, and then you get to the end and you're like, I did that. Finally some downhill! Anyone who does this on the regular is actually insane. I made it. I'm really excited about it actually. I have felt like I've recovered pretty quickly from the run itself, which is surprising considering I usually take a couple of days to recover even from, you know, a half marathon or something. This was 50 kilometers and I felt like I was able to run again 2 or 3 days later, which is kind of rare for me. So I'm very pleased with how that went, and I just made sure to take it super easy afterwards, because even if you feel like you're kind of back to normal, actually your body can take quite a long time to recover in its entirety. So I have done bits and bobs since the race itself. I did 2 really short runs, 4 and 6 kilometers, very slowly just to get moving again, and then did a couple of longer runs as well. I've done maybe 2 of around 10 to 12k and a couple also shorter than that. So I've been doing bits and bobs, but today is my first long run since then. Today I am going on a half marathon route on the coast here near Lyme Regis. It is a gorgeous route that I've not actually done before. We spent the whole of lockdown doing routes simply from the house itself, which meant that we explored everywhere near to here. I mean, we're still finding new routes within 6 months of, you know, starting exploring different places. So there's a lot of places to go around here, but we decided that today we wanted to test out something different. So we're going to be driving to Lyme Regis, which is a gorgeous coastal town here in Dorset, and doing a little route along the coast path there, and it is through a nature reserve. So we went and scouted it out the other day. It is beautiful. It's pretty hilly. It's quite a hilly route itself, and half on trail, which will be extremely wet and mucky, and then half on road. So obviously getting the right gear is quite important, but I'm really excited about it overall because, my god, it looks absolutely beautiful. And that is why I love running. I just really enjoy the good views and like testing out new trails as well. That's one thing that keeps me super motivated, is just like exploring places and whatnot. Today's run will be in aid of Tusk Charity, an organisation aimed at raising awareness and funds for Africa's wildlife rangers. Rangers are people who protect wildlife. They're kind of like guards for wildlife, and what they do is so sorely needed because they protect wildlife against poachers specifically. Obviously they've lost a lot of funding this year because obviously of COVID, and they usually have a lot of money from tourism, and that's where most of their income comes from. Obviously that's not been able to happen this year thanks to a massive drop off in tourism and travel, etc. And so what they're doing is a virtual challenge, which is they're going to set off 100 of their wildlife ranger teams on a half marathon tomorrow morning, and each of the teams are obviously racing 21 kilometers, and they'll be doing that with their full 25 kilo packs that they wear all day, every day when they do their ranging. They've done this virtual challenge basically just to raise awareness, and they've asked loads of other people to take part in this as well. So you can choose 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 21 kilometers. You just do that and then you post about it and hopefully donate as well if you are able, and that's hopefully going to raise a lot of money for these guys who do an awesome job. So that is kind of the reasoning behind doing this run. Even though I don't need a reason, I thought that this was as good one as any. Also in 2 weeks I have another long race coming up, and it will be good to get some mileage in my legs between the last one and this next one as well, because there's like a month between them, and I want to make sure that I am actually able to run again properly. So yeah, that is kind of the reason behind all of this training at the moment, and I will tell you more about the other run later down the line once I actually know which distance I'm doing, but it's probably going to be 20 kilometers or 44 kilometers. I haven't decided yet. Ideally I'd like somewhere in between, maybe 35, but they actually don't have that as part of the race, so obviously I'm not going to be able to do that. So I have to just decide whether I want to be running a fast race or whether I would rather do something that I've not really done before, which is a kind of, I wouldn't say middling distance, it's definitely a very long distance, but it's, you know, slightly more than a marathon, slightly less than the ultra marathon that I did, and so I don't really know if I want to kind of push that so soon after the ultra, but I will tell you more about that once I've made up my mind, which should be for next week's vlog. I'm going to take you along on the run run with me and film everything. It has been raining a lot, like torrential rain continuously, but I don't know if you can tell from the light, but the sun has come out just now, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it will stay for our run, because we're leaving in about an hour's time and it's kind of a little bit cloudy still, so we will see. But I'm going to talk a little bit about how to run in the rain as well, because actually it's one of my favourite things to do, but getting myself out the door is so difficult when it is raining. I'm going to try and share some hints and tips from myself, but also I asked my Instagram followers and my tribe, Run for Love crew, what their top tips were for running in the rain, and I'm going to share some of those as well, because they are seasoned runners, unlike myself, and have a lot of good tips for it. So yeah, gonna bring you along with me. So I am just in the car on the way to our starting point in Lyme Regis, and I've just got a weather alert on my phone for the southwest in general. So we're in Dorset at the moment, and it says potential disruption due to rain. A spell of wet and windy weather is expected with potential for flooding and transport disruption. Delays for high-sided vehicles on exposed routes and bridges likely, especially likely for coastal routes, seafronts and coastal communities. That's us. As we run, we are going to be on the seafront. It is a route suggested by Strava, so if I get in trouble, I'm blaming Strava. We're very excited, and the rain keeps coming and going, so it's actually not looking too bad at the moment, but when it rains, it properly rains. Rhian has just gone to do something, and then we are setting off and driving the rest of the way. It's only like 20-30 minutes from the house, so it's actually not far at all. Yeah, so we're going to start in Lyme Regis, then run along towards Seaton, if you know this area at all, and it goes through, hang on, I'm going to find the route for you because I can't remember the name. This is the route here. It says 23 kilometres, 611 metres of elevation gain. Rhian says that having tried it, it is indeed extremely hilly, which is not at all what I expected when I signed up for this. Anyway, coastal path through the woods down here, all the way along. And that is called the Undercliffs because it is under the cliffs. Axmouth to Lyme Regis, go, go, go. And then you come up past the golf course, and then we're in Axmouth, which is near Seaton, there you go. And then it's basically road all the way back, and I think we'll probably stop and walk once we get to 21 kilometres or so, depending on how we feel. And we have brought along some gels as well that we're testing, because I got sent them by someone. I'm not going to say the brand yet in case they're not very good, but I got sent them and I'm going to test them out on a long run, because obviously I don't like racing. Trying something new on a race is never a good idea, so I'm going to test them out now, and then fingers crossed I don't need to stop to go to the loo halfway through the run, because that would be a bit of a disaster. Okay, so Rhian is taking way longer than expected, so I am going to go through what I'm wearing, because I get asked a lot about kit, and I have done a vlog on winter running gear, so do go and check that out. But just to talk through what I'm wearing at the moment, I'm wearing a Columbia very lightweight rain jacket, Jack Wolf skin, base layer kind of thing that has a zip at the top, which means if you get too hot you can just unzip that. I have this new buff from Ultra X. They hosted the ultra marathon race that I did, and I got this from them. Very useful buffs because you can wear them on your head, you can wear them on your neck, or you can wear them on your wrist when you get too hot. Very useful. I'm wearing this not because it's sunny, but because it keeps the rain out of my face when it is very rainy. I have got some 2XU leggings on. These are compression leggings. I've also got some compression socks on underneath from Runderwear. I actually didn't mean to wear these socks. I usually wear them with my shorts. I forgot to take them off, so I'm wearing them. And these Columbia Montrails, they are pretty rank and dirty, but I do love them. They've got pretty good grip as well. Sorry, there's mud everywhere already. These are the Caldorado 3s, and I've got 3 pairs of them, and I absolutely love them. As you can see, they are falling apart, but this is why you get multiple pairs, and then when these are wet, I'll leave them to dry, and then I can use my other ones next time I want to go running, if they're still wet by then. So yeah, this is my full running gear. We have just set off. We don't really know where we're going, but we're going in the right direction, I think. It is already very mucky, thanks to the torrential rain of the last few days. How are you feeling?
Oh, tired already.
We're both pretty tired already.
Is amazing.
I keep nearly falling over, which is a sign of a good trail. Rhian found this on a, how many hours hike? 4 hours?
Yeah, 4.5.
4.5 hour hike a week ago or so, 2 weeks ago. Whoop. And since then it has rained a lot. Oh my god. Whew. It's rained a lot and it is extremely slippy, but I'm having so much fun. Oh look. This is kind of similar to the terrain on the first day of the Trail Run for Love in the Azores. I know I talk about that all the time. It's because it's the only trail race I've properly done. One of the only. But yeah, I'd say this is like hard terrain to run on. I'm so gonna stack it at some point. This is the UK, everyone. I was just saying to Fee, I can see how this is over 600 meters elevation gain. There are lots of nice little flat bits, and the rest is like this. And I am regretting running a hilly 8K yesterday. Oh look, flat. Run, run, run. Wowee.
Find that?
Don't think so.
Climbing?
Feeling good?
Yeah. Not bad so far.
I'm dying. Let's go. We've just taken to walking up this bit. Can confirm my legs are still tired from yesterday. It's been a long way up so far. It's not looking like stopping at any point. We don't really know where we're going now, but excited to find out, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh yes. Ooh. Oh, that's adorable and unexpected. Guys, guess what? We went wrong. As per usual, but we're just gonna run along here. Basically what we've done is we've cut up to the route that we're supposed to be going back. So what we're gonna try and do is run it kind of figure of 8. So run to the end where we're supposed to be coming up and go down that bit and back along the coast path, which is nice because we get to do more of the coast path that way, but I have a little bit of respite. I've already rolled my ankle once and could do a bit of respite from that kind of very technical terrain. We're going through some sort of, I don't know, residential area, farm, something. Just trying to find our way back. Of course we ran to the 1800s. That's a house. Let's look at the map.
I think we need to go to the billiard house.
Sure, where's the billiard house?
We just went past it. How did we end up on, it is the Risdon estate.
So where do we go? That way?
Let's keep going that way and see what happens.
We are 8 kilometers in. My Strava cut out for like 3K, but it's managed to find itself again, or find us, I guess. We are trying to find our end point, well, our furthest point, which should be at 10.5 kilometers. And then we know that we just have to turn around and come back and then just do it all again. I'm a little bit tired, I have to say. I'm a little bit more tired than I was doing the ultra. Not surprising, I guess. I haven't exactly tapered for this, but it's good training for the secretive event that I've got coming up in 2 weeks, because that'll probably be longer than this one, let's be honest. We've been doing an extremely long road down, which means an extremely long road back up again at some point. And I'm really nervous. My legs already hurt, but it's so pretty. Never been hit in my life. And we've crossed county borders as well. We came from Dorset and we're now in Devon. This is the Muff of Axmouth Harbour. Well, we knew it would come back up again, and that is exactly what it's doing. Straight up. Oh my god, my glutes. Guys, look. Ichthyosaurs. And ammonites. Those are some of the animals that Rhian studied for his PhD, which is why it's very exciting. Back on the coast path, footpath, and the sun has come out. And it's the golf course. Golfers only. We're back to the right bit.
According to the sign, 3.5 to 4 hour walk from here.
3.5 to 4 hour walk from here to Lyme, Rhian says. So that's nice. Let's hope it doesn't take us that long. Are you having fun?
Yeah, my legs aren't.
No. But your mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not raining.
And the soul is happy. That's pretty cool. Rain, that's the rain we're supposed to have. Sun, that's the sun we want. We're back into the Undercliffs, which means more forest, more undulating, more traily, more risk of breaking your neck. Bit haphazard. We've had the gels, had them about halfway through, which is still a bit later than I usually would, but didn't want to risk them upsetting our stomachs and then having to crawl back, if you know what I mean. But they're okay so far. I feel like we've done more steps than in like the Shard or something. Would not surprise me. Alley up. Not bad. Onwards. We're 18 kilometers in. I think my brain is probably about as tired as my legs are. There are these brambles hanging down from the trees and you have to, it's like spiky boxing bags swinging at you, which I should be used to by now, but alas, I'm not. Still really beautiful. Sun's going down a little bit, so we've only got 3k to go and we're just coming up to the end of it, which I'll be sad about, but also very, very happy about. This is what I, seasoned ultra runner, jokes, call the ultra shuffle. It is somewhere between a run and a walk. I'm not entirely sure both feet leave the ground at the same time. Maybe. Anyway, you can kind of do it for ages and it's not quite as painful as running and a lot quicker than walking, a bit quicker than walking. Anyway, just the last little bit, my calves have started cramping up. I guess because I went back to the gym this week for the first time in 8 months, which is maybe like a rogue week to do my hardest ever trail half. You know, I always say don't do too many different things at once, but here I am, ignoring my own advice anyway. Only got like 1.5 kilometers left to go, and then we're back, and it's a bit flatter here, so at least for a little bit. So that's nice. I very nearly just fell in the lake. Very, very nearly, right after Rhian said don't fall in the lake. 21k? Do you mean to say a half marathon?
Half marathon.
Woo!
Yeah.
We're not back yet. Gotta keep going. Whoa.
Not bad.
Oh my god. Crazy to think we were thinking it's gonna be pouring with rain. There's been like 5 drops of rain on this run. I'm supposed to be doing this vlog about how to run in the rain, but it feels like the wrong time when it's been like a glorious autumn's day. So I'll say that for some other time, sorry guys. We are just about to hit 23 kilometers and I am dying. Oh, finally, we are back. Woo-hoo. Look at them shoes. Gets to the point in the run where you just can't be able to go around the puddles anymore and you just go straight through them, so sorry Rhian's car.
It's used to it.
Okay, we're back in the car and I have just consumed 2 very delicious bars of sugar and protein. They are not just that, they're nice, but that's essentially what they are. We did 23 kilometers or so in 2.5 hours. It was pretty intense, I have to say. That was definitely one of the hardest trail runs I've ever done. I think partly because if you stop thinking about where you're going for like half a second, then you're going on the floor, face planting, because it's so treacherous underfoot, and it has rained a lot recently as well, which makes it extremely slippery and muddy, as you saw from my shoes, but very, very fun. Like, that's exactly the kind of terrain that I really like running on.
because it's not just road running. You don't just zone out. I know that a lot of runners really enjoy zoning out. I do not enjoy zoning out. I find it really boring. So that was really fun, really, really enjoyable. Turns out I haven't fully recovered from the ultra, not entirely surprisingly, but I'm gonna take it super easy these next 2 weeks. Oh, it's a nice sunset. And yeah, just rest up, eat loads. I am gonna need a shower after this because I am very sweaty. I can't remember what else I was gonna tell you. Oh yeah, my phone died and my watch paused for like 5 kilometers, so I had to go off Fian's watch, which he also accidentally paused for like 1 kilometer. So we really have no record of actually exactly how far we went, but we're doing kind of approximations here. But yeah, it was super fun. And now I'm going back and hopefully we're gonna have dinner ASAP. Wait, how did you find it?
Tough.
Yeah?
Tough but doable. That was getting towards my limit, I reckon.
I disagree. I think everyone's limit is how far they set out to do. I reckon if we set out to do 40 kilometers, you'd make it.
Yeah.
Maybe with aid stations. Yeah, but are you pleased?
Yes. I feel better than I was expecting to.
Yeah, nice.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So we're gonna try out some different routes on the same kind of area again, and I'll be able to see it on my Strava heat map, which is like the most exciting thing for me. I really enjoy looking at where I've run in the UK. And this year I've run in lots of different places, so it's very exciting. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, food time and then bed, because I'm absolutely exhausted.
Well, that is it for this week's vlog. I do hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it wasn't exactly what I was planning, talking about running in the rain and all that, but we were super lucky with the weather, and actually it was one of the more beautiful days that we've had here recently. I really enjoyed the run. I was exhausted for the whole of the next day. I'm now filming 2 days afterwards because I basically spent the entire day the next day in bed, and that says something about the fact that I potentially haven't fully recovered from the ultra marathon, so I'm taking it really easy this week and just totally chilling, doing bits of runs here and there, but nothing really strenuous. As it turns out, last week was one of my biggest training weeks. It was actually the same as my biggest training week since I did Tokyo Marathon. So quite a lot of mileage in that time. I think a rest is well deserved. If you did enjoy this vlog, please do give it a thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite bits if you would like to do a run like this at some point as well, or if you have any races coming up. I love hearing about what you guys are up to. It honestly motivates me so much to get out there, and I need all the help that I can get, especially when it is actually really rainy. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit that now, and there'll be lots more running content coming your way. Thanks again for watching. Bye!